Mayor Daley.
Yeah, Mayor Daley, he's coming over in June 2006 with, there's a big Chicago showcase happening in June for 3-4 days. We're still in the planning stages at the moment. So hopefully, now you've told me about it, you've dropped yourself into there because I'll be utilising a lot of your brain.
Well, we'd love to come along and obviously see what kind of help we can give. It's going to be based in Birmingham, is it, this showcase?
It's going to be sort of various events happening right across Birmingham with, in terms of what links Birmingham and Chicago. Yes.
Let's hope RAJ TV can cover some of those.
Definitely, why not? We need all the media coverage, and
sure, well, we'll be more than happy to do that. And I understand you're on the board of the European Eid Mela. Is that correct?
No, European Mela Network. That was sort of being a Mela organizer and having a lot of contacts in terms of the artists with artists. I've been part of that as well. Really, it's about Mela organisers who have got together and share ideas about good practice. Because Melas have been going around for sort of for 15-20 years since the Asian people migrated into the UK, and it's about showcasing the talent and about the rich culture. So my sort of involvement now there is trying to bring in artists and sort of supply the Melas with artists.
So for those viewers of ours who don't really know what a Mela is, could you describe it perhaps?
Mela is a gathering of people, really. It's about them having fun. It's about them sort of, appreciating cultures, the Asian culture, and sort of getting together. And it's a good day out for the family about, the food and the music and the entertainment. It's so good, and you've got to be part of it.
Yeah, it's a lovely cultural buzz, isn't it? Really?
It is. It's amazing that it's not only the Asian people come out there, a lot of people from other communities come out, and that's a great thing.
Definitely. I mean, I've seen in Cannon Hill Park, for example, right here in Birmingham, the very successful Eid Melas that take place there with all sorts of events and some big surprises as well.
Yeah, it's a big thing. It's like sort of attracts over 20,000 people, so it's a big event. So a surprise for everybody. So.
Exactly, yes. Now you have links obviously back with the subcontinent. Clearly, you're originally from your family's originally from Pakistan, but I understand that you've also been over to India. What was that capacity?
I've been to India twice now. That was for an entertainment conference in Bombay. So I went last year and this year. It's really sort of to make links with the Bollywood industry, really, and see what the talent is in India, because there's a lot of sort of talk about Bollywood, and So I just wanted to go and visit. Spent sort of 6 weeks in India, and really to experience and the culture and chatting with the people, because is it really marketed? That is there. And I wanted to sort of test it out, meet the people, and really see how we can work together. So arts is again, it crosses all platforms. It's not about just promoting stuff from Pakistan. There's a lot of stuff in India, and there's a lot of stuff from now these days. If you think about it, Pakistan and India working together.
Very much so, yes.
Yeah, with the borders opening up, and people want to work together. Entertainment is a big field. I'm sure there's a lot of young professionals who live in Birmingham, and there's very little for them to do, and if I could help in any way, I'll sort of
So they can get in touch with you through your website, is that?
Yeah, the website's still being developed at the moment, but you can log on to it, which is www.sayarts.com. That's www.sayarts.com. And
there'll be a link from our www.raj.tv website. Don't worry about that, viewers, if you missed that. Now, I understand that when you went over to India, obviously you spent quite a long time, 6 weeks.
That's right.
Were there any surprises for you?
Well, because it's a bit different. Because when I went to India, and you watch a lot of movies in my younger days, and I could speak all these dialects. And when I went in, and a lot of people fear, oh, you're from Pakistan, you're going to India, because I went all by myself. No one was there, and they think, oh, you're going to get, killed, or you're going to do. There's nothing like that. It's a great place to go.
Sounds a bit drastic, really.
It is, yeah. I mean, I knew a few dialects in Urdu and a bit of Hindi, so that really helped me all the way along. It's a great place, and again, you've got Muslims living in India. You got all sorts of people. I was worried about the food at times. I thought, can I get halal food in India? But then again, there's a big Muslim population in places like Bandra, that you can sort of buy food and eat. And
yeah, so you didn't starve, clearly.
No, I didn't go in the fasting sort of season.
Oh, right.
So it's brilliant to go.
There's a real sense of community spirit there as well, I guess.
Yeah, there is. I mean, I spent some time in Bombay, and that was the filmy capital, the musical capital, and there's all those sort of functions happening which I had to attend. and places like Delhi, which are totally different. Those are more sort of civil servant, sort of more laid back people, more sort of professional government sort of.
Huge, rich heritage in Delhi. It's a lovely city, obviously. You mentioned that you were networking. Are you actually going to be inviting any of the big filmy stars over or anything like that?
I mean, I have a friend who sort of I worked with. He's Jay from London. He recently put on a concert for Hariharan, so I helped in that concert as well. So I knew Hariharan was in Birmingham, so for 6 days, and I happened to know him from India. I mean, I happened to be invited to his birthday party in India.
Very nice.
So that's quite good.
Where's my piece of cake?
Well, right, a cake. I'm sure I'll get you the next one. So
okay, so you're going to invite various stars over eventually.
I mean, that's the whole idea, really. Yes. Sort of slowly developing things and getting more time to do it. But yeah, inshallah, there'll be a sort of, the reason what I'm doing is it's international concert. It's not looking into artists from the UK, but it's bringing artists from abroad and sort of collaborating, and I might be able to invite other artists as a sort of
I understand you're also a member of the Kappa board. Can you tell us what that stands for? Well,
Kappa is essentially Kashmiri and Pakistani Professional Association. It was set up in 1994 with a number of highly educated professionals, and is really to make a difference into the community, because not many people knew about the issues about what the Pakistanis want, what the Kashmiris want. So, I mean, you've got a big community in Birmingham, say 100,000 people from that community. And so it was set up by a number of people, and I happened to be introduced to it by Javed Khan, who was assistant director and has moved on to Harrow.
Yeah.
So he sort of said, why do you become part of this? And actually, when I first started it, I mean, I bought my Qawwali band, and here it was, and I got paid for it. But now, being part of the board, they're saying, because you're part of the board, you don't get paid for as much. So it's been a dance, but it's been a great organisation, very talented people on there, and from them I've learnt a lot. I mean, there's a lot of academics on there. Inshallah, we do a lot of sort of work in the community. They've done a lot of reports, and hopefully we do have a sort of annual award ceremony where we invite talented people from the Kashmiri Pakistani community and sort of recognise their talents, and also do various seminars for the community and work along with educational establishments.
It's not just obviously the Kashmiri and the Pakistani population. You do work with the black and minority ethnic groups otherwise as well. So what's your involvement with that?
Well, whilst at work, because I work for Learning Culture, and I happen to be the vice chair of the Black Workers Group, but I've been involved with that for sort of 3-4 years now, but only recently got selected as the vice chair, probably. So that's been a good experience. Again, that's I would say I'm the only sort of Pakistani on that. I mean, there's a lot of people from black and Afro-Caribbean communities, but it's good to sort of be part of the communities. We're living in Birmingham, we're living in a multicultural society. You've got to learn about other people, about their cultures, and that's the only way we're going to move forward in this time.
That's right. I mean, obviously, it's the benefit of everybody.
That's right. It's that's what it's about. It's about bringing different cultures, understanding, appreciating people's different cultures. And then you could, build this knowledge base and make a difference. Because without respecting and understanding the culture, you can't do much. So so it's better to understand and take in as much as you can and give back to those people.
And try and celebrate diversity without, by avoiding the rhetoric and everything that goes along with that.
That's right. I mean, diversity is a big thing in Birmingham, and it's quite important to celebrate that. And we do have various functions, and we do get together and enjoy each other's cultures. And
just one question on a practical note: how do you find time to do all these different things?
How do I find time? That's a good question. I think music has always been a hobby for me, sort of promotion of arts. It's always been a hobby. So you think about, if it's a hobby, then it's always within you, like 24/7, isn't it? It started off as a hobby many years ago, attending concerts, and I'd always liked writing for newspapers, and from there it's now I'm trying to make it as a career. So if it's a hobby, something you enjoy doing, you love doing it. I mean, IT, even though my profession is IT, but I don't sort of enjoy it as much as my sort of arts and promotion work. So then, if you enjoy something you do, you'll do better in it. So
the entrepreneurial bug has well and truly bitten you then? Yeah,
I didn't actually know the meaning of entrepreneurs. People's entrepreneurs, and I wasn't very business minded. And someone said,
you and George Bush, because I think he's the one that said, the trouble with the French is they don't have a word for entrepreneur.
Oh right, okay, probably share some.
He's actually French, don't worry.
Okay, yeah. So it's been an amazing experience now.